Hello, and thank you for watching another episode of Redbeard Shaves. Today's shave is so high class and fancy that I decided to pour a little bourbon for this shave. And today, my bourbon of choice is New Riff Distillery. They're a Kentucky aged bourbon, and all their offerings come in a nice barrel proof. So I believe this is like 106 proof. Really good caramel brown sugar bomb with a little bit of spice that hits the back of the palate. Nice and sweet, good Kentucky bourbon. But that's not what you came here to watch. You came here to watch what this super fancy shave is today. Well, I am going to be using the Gentleman's Nod collaborated with Zaharoff Fragrances Rosé. This is in Gentleman's Nod's newest base, the C4 base, also known as their Cardinal base. And they've gotten a little bit of flack in the past over their previous Cardinal bases, not lathering to the expectations of some of our more popular wet tubers out there on the market. But I tell you what, this C4, it lathers up super easy with a really, really nice, dense, low structure, creamy base. I whipped it up today in my Opus Brushworks brush. Craig from Opus made this for me. This is to the exact standards of a chubby 3 handle. And this is made out of aluminum and polished to a high polish. And I want to say it's a 30 millimeter knot in here. 2-band Badger by Umu Shaving. I'm pretty sure I put a 30 in here. I might be having a little brain fart. It might be a 28, but I'm pretty sure we did a 30. Super, super nice brush. I'm going to mow it down today with my super fancy haircut and shave. This is their 0.75 stainless steel. And this is in with a neutral exposure. So not a lot of blade feel here, but it definitely has an excellent standard of efficiency. I really like this handle, something unique. You don't see it every day on the market. And one of my go-to razors, I really like it. I loaded up within that haircut and shave a brand new Permasharp blade. And let's get this shave started. So yeah, this, when I was at the 2022 Northwest Shavers Meetup in Idaho Falls, Chris from Gentleman's Nod was there. I've really grown to enjoy rose forward scents, and I've bought in a couple that I absolutely love and a couple that just didn't quite hit me on the nose the way I enjoy it. So I've gotten a little bit timid on rose scents just by reading the scent notes. So I was super happy when I was at the meetup that Chris actually had some of his rosé on hand, and I was able to do a sniff test, and I tell you what, it's amazing. It's a really, really elegant, sexy rose forward scent that World of Zaharoff procured. And what they actually started with, there's not a detailed scent notes on the website, but he used his standard Zaharoff signature Pour Homme as the base, and then he added a wonderful Bulgarian Rose Absolute, a Turkish Rose Floor Absolute. It's got a really nice, rich amber fragrance to it. And then it's also mixed in with some different woods and myrrh. And it's a phenomenal scent, guys. If you If you like rose scents, this one is really, really good. Just that mix with the Bulgarian and the Turkish rose accords are awesome. It's not feminine. It's a good unisex fragrance. And really, really good scent. I think it mixing with the amber and the woods just really gives it a special note. A couple of the previous rose scents that I initially had really, really liked, and then it just kind of got out of my wheelhouse. A lot of times with rose, to kind of enhance the scent profile of the rose, they'll mix it with patchouli. Patchouli is used to enhance a lot of scents, and I've grown to enjoy fragrance quality patchouli, but on a couple of the scents that I was getting that were rose forward, it was just a little bit too patchouli forward. It kind of overcame the scent of the rose rather than enhancing it. So when I smelled this and I didn't get that patchouli undertone, I was super excited. And here we are. So yeah, first couple of times using this new C4 base, the Cardinal 4, and it comes up with a really, really nice, dense, I would almost say, I guess it could be kind of classified as that sour cream, but like a good quality sour cream. It's really thick, has a good density to it for protection. Slickness on this is absolutely stellar. And it will not poof up like some soaps out there. It'll just give you a nice low structure, super dense, creamy lather. And feels pretty good on the skin. Gives you an absolutely phenomenal post-shave feel, especially when matched with the aftershave. And this is just super nice, high society, pinkies up kind of shave. I feel like I should be putting on a tuxedo after this and going to an opera or something. Just screams quality. Hope you guys are all doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Getting ready to hit back to the work routine. We do have parent-teacher conferences today for my son, so hopefully we're going to have good reports on that, or at least some good direction to go. As a parent, I'm always kind of nervous. That very first parent-teacher conference, I was not a good schoolboy myself, so most of the time as a kid I really hated when I knew that report cards were coming out. So maybe just part of that from my childhood is what makes me so nervous about going in and seeing for my son today, even though he does a really good job in school. Man, there is some residual slickness left on this. It's definitely a top tier soap base. Really nice and slick. I love the density of it and that good cushion that we get. If you're not familiar with Gentleman Nod soaps, his Cardinal base is a tallow-based soap, but it has a lot of those good vegan butters that we all have came to love for skincare. So you have that good tallow feel and slickness mixed in with all those nourishing butters that are great for your skin. And as you can see, I mean, just whips up super dense, creamy lather. Not the highest of structure. It's not going to blow up like some artisans out there that just get nice and poofy. This keeps pretty low for how much volume you get, but it creates a super rich, dense lather, which helps protect the skin as well. I'm just doing kind of a little extra exfoliation today. I took a shower earlier before I took Nolan to school, so just really get in there and get that skin exfoliated. So yeah, super nice. Scent strength on this is pretty good. It's medium high, I would say. Usually on Gentleman's Nods fragrances, you get good projection out of the scent, especially when you pair it with the aftershave, even more so if you do with the EDP. And it projects for a long time. So very good quality. I enjoy it. All right, let's go on in. I think I'm gonna do a little bit more of that delicious new Riff bourbon. And we'll just continue. You can get a little bit of oak in that. And do this super nice against the grain pass. Have a couple of days worth of growth today. Super soft skin feel after you've shaved the whiskers and the lather away. It's a really good feel. I guess you know, the lather is kind of thicker than sour cream. I would consider it more of like a Greek yogurt consistency. Now thinking about it a little bit more, I personally really like a nice dense lather. Some people tend to kind of go towards a runnier, thinner lather. They feel that they can get more slickness out of it that way. As I've said before on the channel, you know, especially head shaving, slickness is king for me. If I don't have a lot of slickness, then I'm usually not going to have a good shave. It's just something with the way that the skin is on the head. I really need to have good slickness to prevent the razor from skipping, especially in areas that I'm shaving blind. But I love that super dense, creamy lather. I want it to stick. I don't want it running down my head or down my face. I want it super thick and creamy, stand on its own. And so sometimes with that, in order to get that thickness and that density, I just keep working that lather. And I will add water more slowly to it so I don't get as many air bubbles within that lather. And then I'll just keep working it. And I'm able to get both the slickness and the performance out of the soap, but then that consistency that I personally enjoy when I'm making a lather. So it can be done. You can have a nice super thick, rich, creamy lather that is slick as snot. You just have to kind of learn to play with it some. But this C4 base is phenomenal. Really, really enjoying this. And probably going to be one of my go-to scents coming up, because I've just really started enjoying those rose fragrances. I even picked up another rose scent when I was in Idaho that I will be reviewing shortly, or at least giving my perspective on it. And it was another one, like I said, I've been kind of gun shy with the rose scents because I just wanted to directly sniff it. Something with rose, for my nose anyway, is that even just reading scent notes, I can't always kind of compile in my mind if I'm going to like it or not. So having a direct scent is all for it for me on rose scents. And that's what's nice about the shaving meetups, is that you can kind of sniff things and have it firsthand, kind of a try before you buy in a sense. Let's do a quick little neckline cleanup here. I mean, look at how thick and creamy that is. It's some good stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, and I have the Carve Overlander. This is in the aluminum that is anodized black. I think this has a Persona Lab Blue in it on its second or third use. Do a quick little cleanup here. Did get some good feedback from you guys in the last couple of videos. We'll work on doing some straight razor work. I need to hone what I have right now. That's why I've been a little bit lazy using the DE on the neck. I need to hone what I've got. And then had some interest from some of you guys on how I polish razors. So once I get everything in and get some techniques perfected on that, I will maybe do some videos that I'm doing some like basic polishing and more advanced polishing. So thank you all for those suggestions. I really, really appreciate it. All right. That is just a phenomenal shave. Nice, smooth, buttery BBS. Yeah, skin feels nice and hydrated. I do have the matching splash. And I just dropped the cap. That's okay. No breakage. Give it a little dollop of this. Oh yeah. Very, very nice. I can catch a little bit more of the Zaharoff Pour Homme base in the aftershave. The rose is still there, but it's blended a little more neutrally with the other fragrances. So definitely, if you're concerned about it being a a rose scent that it could be too feminine for you. I don't get feminine off of this at all. I think it's a really, really well blended scent. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Thank you for tuning in. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It really helps out a lot. It keeps the algorithm going so I can be seen more often. All right. You all have a wonderful day, and this is Redbeard out. Take care. Bye.